You lay down, the room goes dark, and your brain turns on. Not gently, not quietly. It fires up like a machine that has been waiting all day for this exact moment. The worries arrive. The memories surface. Conversations from years ago replay word for word. You stare at the ceiling and wonder why. Of all the times your mind could do this, it chose now. It did not choose now randomly. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. And the real reason is far stranger than you think. Your ancestors did not sleep the way you sleep. For most of human history, sleep was a communal event. Anthropologist Carol Worthman at Emory University found that ancient humans slept in groups, close to fire, with members of the group cycling through lighter states of rest. Sleep was not a shutdown. It was a shift. The night was not safe. Predators moved in darkness. Rival groups moved under cover of shadow. A sleeping body is a vulnerable body. The brain that stayed alert, that kept scanning, that replayed the day for threats and unresolved problems, that brain survived. You inherited that brain. During REM sleep, the amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, surges with activity. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that keeps emotions in check during the day, steps back. What remains is pure threat scanning. Neuroscientist Matthew Walker at UC Berkeley calls this the evolutionary logic of arousal. Your brain at night is not malfunctioning, it is doing its job. The problem is that the job was designed for a world that no longer exists. Every unresolved conversation, every half-finished decision, every moment of social friction was tagged by your hippocampus as incomplete. During the day, the prefrontal cortex was too busy managing your behavior to process any of it. The emotional backlog had nowhere to go. Then the lights went out. Psychologist Borkovich, whose foundational work defined how clinicians understand insomnia, found that nighttime thinking follows a pattern. Your brain gravitates toward unresolved social situations first. Relationships, status, belonging, whether someone is upset with you. In the ancestral environment, being rejected from the group was a death sentence, so your brain monitored social standing constantly. At night, with nothing else demanding attention, it monitored harder. You lie there replaying a comment someone made at lunch. Your mind drafts responses to emails you have not sent. It is not anxiety for no reason. It is a social surveillance system running a nightly audit. There is another layer. Fire, the only light source after dark for most of human history, emits a warm orange spectrum that does not suppress melatonin. Your body reads it as ambient glow. Screens are different. Researcher Charles Czeisler at Harvard documented how blue spectrum light tells your brain's master clock that it is still midday. Melatonin suppression lasts for hours after you put the phone down. You are lying in a dark room, but your brain is being told it is noon. The prefrontal cortex stays partially online. The emotional backlog stays unsuppressed. Tired enough that you cannot engage productively. Alert enough that your brain keeps firing. The thoughts spiral but do not resolve. This is why the same thoughts return night after night. The brain flags unresolved items for review and brings them back until they are processed. Modern life generates a nearly infinite supply of unresolved items. The queue never empties. When the thoughts start tonight, they are not a sign that something is wrong with you. They are a sign that you have a brain that survived. A brain built for a world that demanded constant vigilance. A brain that never got the memo that the predators are gone and the group is intact. Your ancestors lay by the fire and let their minds run over the day's events. Not out of neurosis, but out of necessity. That scanning, that replaying, that planning kept them alive long enough for you to exist. You are not broken, you are ancient. And tonight, when the room goes dark and your brain turns on, you will know exactly why.